Open Google.
Google Chrome is open now.
What is nutrition?
Let me see. According to search, nutrition is the biochemical.
Alright, before we dive in, let's back it up a second. Have you ever used OpenAI's ChatGPT? If you're here, you probably have, and you might even wonder how something like that actually works. Now, ever since I joined these Go Engineering Girl programs, I've been hooked with AI. And here's the thing, about 80% of companies are already using chatbots according to Service Bell. And some of these companies are taking it a step further with voice assistants like Siri or Alexa. Technologies I thought only big tech companies can handle. But guess what? In only 1 week, I managed to create my own version of Siri. And it turns out, creating voice assistants isn't just for Apple. Here's a journey of how I made it, the challenges I faced, and what I learned along the way.
Welcome to LogicLink.ai. Good evening. What can I do for you?
Open Google.
Google Chrome is open now. What can I do for you?
Open YouTube.
YouTube is now open. What can I do for you?
What is nutrition?
Let me see. According to search, nutrition is the biochemical and physiological process by which an organism uses food to support its life. It provides organisms with nutrients, which can be metabolized to create energy and chemical structures. Failure to obtain the required amount of nutrients causes malnutrition. What can I do for you?
Goodbye.
See you next time.
We're importing a bunch of libraries, and each library here has a specific job. Speech recognition and PyTG SX3 are libraries that help the assistant understand and speak back to us. Speech recognition lets us listen to our voice commands, while PyTG SX3 enables it to respond with a voice. Datetime is for managing time. Datetime also lets our assistant check the time of day so it can greet us with good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Wikipedia and web browser are libraries that help the assistant find information in open web pages. Wikipedia lets us search for info directly from Wikipedia, while web browser opens up sites like YouTube, Google, and more. Other libraries we've also imported are like OS to Process, eCapture, and Wolfram Alpha. These can add more functions like taking pictures or accessing advanced knowledge, but we're just going to focus on the basics today. Next, by using this line, we initialize the assistant by setting up the voice engine. Here, we're starting up the voice engine using SAPI5, which is a speech API built into Windows. We grab a list of available voices and set it to the first voice in the list, which will be our assistant's voice. This line of code sets it to our first voice. Now, we have a function called wishme, which greets us based on the time of day. It checks the current hour, then chooses a greeting: good morning for early hours, good afternoon for midday, and good evening for evening times. It then uses speak to say the greeting out loud. So for example, if it's 10 a.m., wishme will say good morning. Next, the take command function is super important. It's how our assistant is going to listen to us. We create an instance of SR Recognizer to listen to our audio through our microphone. Then the code waits until we finish speaking and captures what we said. If it doesn't understand what we said, it asks us to repeat. This function returns whatever we said as text, which the assistant can then process. If I say open Google, the function returns the text open Google so the assistant can act on it. Now we're ready to run the main part of the program. The assistant starts by welcoming us and calling wishme to greet us according to the time of the day. The program then enters a loop asking what can I do for you every time. This keeps running until we tell the assistant to say goodbye. Inside this loop, the assistant checks our command. Let's look at a few examples. The exit command, for example, is if it hears you say goodbye, it'll say see you next time and stop the loop, ending the program. That is this part of the code. For the Wikipedia search, if our command includes what is in its statement, the assistant does a quick Wikipedia search, then reads back a summary of what it found. For opening websites, like opening YouTube, the assistant opens a requested site in a new browsing tab and lets us know when it's done. For other sites, similarly, it can open Google Gmail and Google Docs as long as you code it to do that and link it to a link so that the assistant can open the browser for us. So that's a basic rundown on how this code creates a voice assistant. We use the mix of libraries to help the assistant listen, understand, and respond to us with helpful actions. Feel free to play around with this code, add more commands, or even use other libraries to give it more capabilities. AI assistants are all about creativity, and there's so much you can do to customize yours. To be able to run this project, you have to know the path that your code is in. To be able to find that, go into your files and right-click on your AI Tutor project and click Properties. The path to your code is in the Location section. Then copy this path and put it in a notepad or a Google Doc so that you have it for the next step. In your notepad, add a backslash after the last word or letter. You are then going to add the name of your project. Make sure you spell it right or else it won't work. So in this example, my project is called AI_tutor. I have to make sure I remember the underscore or else my project will malfunction. Then add .py after the name of your project. This tells the program that this is a Python code. Finally, add quotation marks to the front and the back of the string. Then, if you're on a Windows computer, press the Windows key and search Command Prompt. Once in Command Prompt, press the New Tab button, which will then open Windows PowerShell. Once you're on that step, type Python, then add the path that you just created. After I have the code ready, I'm going to press Enter and run the program. Now that we've taken a look at the code I wrote, let's explore the background behind how it works. This project is mainly centered around AI, but what exactly is AI? In simple terms, artificial intelligence is when machines or computers are programmed to do tasks that would normally require human intelligence. Think about things like learning, problem solving, understanding languages, or recognizing objects or images. But how does AI actually work? Let's break it down. AI uses a set of algorithms or instructions that help machine learn patterns and make decisions. These algorithms are trained on tons of data that learns what's normal and what isn't. When a chatbot, for example, replies to you, it's following a learned set of responses based on the patterns in your question. Now, let's focus on one simple type of AI, chatbots. Chatbots are programs that can have conversations with you. They work by breaking down what you type, figuring out what you're asking, and generating a response. Some chatbots are simple, like a set of automated replies, but others, like ChatGPT, uses advanced models that predict text based on tons of training data. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this breakdown helpful. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment below with your own ideas for voice assistant features. See you next time!